So let's get ourselves warmed up a little bit. I'm in Pilates stance. You can be in parallel. If you're in parallel, engage as if you were in Pilates stance. And we're just going to take a nice breath in, and I want you to just expand yourself. Yeah, exhale, draw up yourself. Yep. Inhale, expand. Yep, ribs go open. Good. Exhale, draw up. And I like the hands because they help us think about the airflow, right? That air goes out and low, then in and up. Good. Because it comes in and up literally from the help of that pelvic floor, diaphragm, right? And then up and out. Good. One more breath. Good. That's it. Good. All right. Now, I want you to just think about your feet. You're going to see if you can press your heels down and almost lift your hips right up out of your leg socket, right? So this crease here, see if you can reach your heels down enough, lengthen the back of you enough that you feel this lift up. Can you get any sense of that? And some of us will unconsciously inhale and hold our breath to do that. Yes. So I want you to see if you can exhale. Let yourself lift out of there. Good. One more time. Just creating this length. So we're going to see if we can keep lifting ourselves up out of that space. Yeah. We're going to bend. What's that? You feel your glutes engage? Yes. And do you feel, I feel when I reach the heels down, my glutes sort of lift up. Yeah? Good. Yes, Deshelle, you felt it too? Yes. Okay, good. Oh, Franny too? Good. Okay, good. Was that a yes, Chinda? Okay, super. Okay, super. So then we're going to have a little tiny plie. And I'm putting my hands on my pelvis to keep me in that neutral line, right? Going to not tuck, not tilt back, and not tuck under. Really trying to just let that plumb bob, right? A plumb bob straight on the pelvis, and the front and back of the pelvis go straight down. Yep. But as I come up, I'm going to start by lifting out of my legs. Feel how the heels press down when I do that. When you do that, good. And you're going to do it again. So feeling front and back, sliding them straight down, not letting them tuck either way. Good. And then heels and lifting out of your socket. You might start to feel not just your glutes weight gone, inner thighs, right? All the normal pelvic core things, but you might start to notice also your spinal muscles turning on, which is okay. We want them to lift that spine up. Yeah. Good. That's it. At the very top of it, see where else you're staying stuck. Maybe you're slightly to the side. Maybe you need to straighten up a little bit. Maybe you need to reach back. Maybe you're cheating yourself by doing this. I'm lifting out of it. Well, kind of. You're lifting away from your whole body, right? Do you see how I'm doing that? I'm pushing myself forward with my chest. So I'm actually increasing the hip angle here instead of keeping it straighter. Yeah? You want to lift can the right side push you onto the left? So for the replay, Chinda's feeling like one side is doing all the work. And that might be where you fall into and press up from. What if you let that side push you over to the other side and make that one share some of the load? Yeah, good. Makes sense? Out if your heels together, yep, because now they're following your toes, and forward if you're doing the parallel version. Yep, good question. Where do the knees go? But the work is the same either way, right? Lift up. So then do this. If you did one version or the other, move your feet to the other one, except for Chinda. You keep doing parallel because I know you're an outlier. Yeah, and just see what happens. Some of us have better control here. Some of us have better control here. Some of us go into parallel and we immediately do one thing or the other, and vice versa. So see what happens. Yeah, so Deshelle, when you get down, push your pubic bone back just a little. Just a hair, just like a little tiny hair. Itty bitty, small, perfect, that's enough, plenty. Good, that's it, good. Then everybody bring your ribs back, right? So sometimes we get ourselves in our neutral and then again, there go the ribs. Kind of bring them back, me too. Good, last one. All right, so that's really for you to notice in your day. I want you to take this little drill with you in your day. When you're washing dishes at the sink, how much are you sunk into those hips, right? How much are you letting everything collapse into the joint? As you go walking to your car, are you sitting in the joint or can you lift up out of it, right? And and watch that the lift isn't coming from here, it's here, right? That scoop up and in. Can you feel that? Yeah, that's it. So it shouldn't be your neck and throat. Should be, so tuck that in a little for me, Margie, and then lift under. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so that's your homework for the day. Just see how often you can check. Because right now I can tell you, I just sat in my hip, right here, sitting in that joint, instead of being out of the joint. So it happens a million times a day, and then we wonder why we get aches and pains and dysfunction and tightness. Okay, let's pick up hand weights. We're gonna do something for our legs and hips. So sorry, I just realized I used my hand weights to hold my studio light. That was a little misplanning. Okay, well, I'll just do this. All right, so I'm taking 2. You're welcome to take 1. And then remember your grip, right? Strong grip all the way around your weight. Thumb wrapped over, or hook grip underneath. So if you're doing the hook grip, it's gotta get underneath at least 2 fingers, yeah? That's when the fingers are covering. So either way, make sure you've got it strong. That's a nice way to make sure you're getting yourself all the way around. Whew, hope that missed your toe. Oh, that's not a weight, okay, good. All right, so easy peasy, your brace. So go easy on that thumb side, Deshelle. Collarbone square, we're gonna sit in a squat, hips back. Now think, heels lift up out of your hip sockets. Lift, good, okay. What did we just practice? I saw someone come up, not naming names, and went, here. That's not lifting out of your hip sockets, that's bending into your back, right? Again, think of that energy coming up front and back. So you're right over, yes, better, I saw that, good, you know who you are. Good. Nice, good, lift. So for each rep, it is a Pilates rep, right? Pushing through your feet, lengthening through the top of your head. That's it, good. Come on, get your alignment. Good. Chinna, that doesn't, you're not hitting that splinter point, are you? No, okay. Avoiding it, yes. I can understand that. Good. That's it, lift up out of your joints, lift. Good, can we do 2 more? Lift, that's it, beautiful, Margie, good. Good. Nice. I love the thoughtfulness, I see it, Franny and Kay. Good. Deshelle, did you do something to your thumb already? Ah, yes. Good. And then you can put your weights down, lay your hands right. You can still squat. Did you squat? Okay. Sorry. I was looking around and when my eye rested on you, you were just standing, so I thought something was wrong. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. All right, gang. Picking up 1 weight Just one. We're going to the side, sitting back. Good. Press up, step to center. You're going to see if you can rotate your torso. Just take it toward the outside of your knee, and now come up, lift up out of your sockets. So two things I want you to think about. I'm going to show you a bad one because this is my bad habit. My hip swings out to the side when I go over. That makes my knee fall in. Do you see that? You got to make sure that stays in a line. Do you see now it's all lined up? Not lined up? Lined up. Yes? So check you. Okay, what are you doing there? Okay, put it in your other hand. There you go. And reach to your right side. There you go. That's going to make more sense in your body. You were, yes. Good. Check your hip here, and then lift out of your hips here. Good. That's it. Breathing. Good. Oh, same as K. Good. How many is that? Feels like at least 8. 7. Okay. So if your weight is heavy enough that by the time you get to 8, you're ready to put it down, fantastic. Put it down. Good. And hopefully you're already starting to feel the difference. If we drive through the heel and lift up through out of these sockets, your spine should have this lifted and strong sensation. I hope. You ready to pick up the other one? Bend those knees. Get your good grip. All right. So make sure all your fingers are helping. Good. And then up. So the first ones you'll notice I'm not twisting yet. I'm first just checking what is this hip doing and am I lifting up? When you're good with that, then go ahead and add that rotation. Still driving into your foot when you're here, right? Pushing strong, lifting all the way up. Good. That's it. So Franny, let yourself hinge a little bit. To me, it looks like you're going like this, right? Which is gonna load your knee. Instead, let yourself sit back like you're squatting on one leg and then come up. Yes, there you go. That's nice. Look at that, super athletic. Good. Good. Now all the way up, Margie, good. So do another one. Think about it from right here. Push the foot, and then you're already halfway to being all the way up. Yes, nice. Finding your power. Good. Good. Is that our 8? Did we hit our 8? Some of you might be at 12. Good. Okay, when you're practicing on the replay, I'm going to make one more comment. So we fine-tuned a little bit from staying up to sitting in our squat. The thing I want you to watch out for is bending over just to make the twist. Now you see that curve? I want you to bend with the hinge in your butt and the rotation in your spine. So that weight is not going to hit the floor because that's where we curve. I want to build that spinal strength, so you have to resist it from hitting the floor. Make sense? Keep that spine in line with your sacrum. Okay, that weight can go down. So, okay, so that's where you want to get your butt back more. Good awareness. So Kay was noticing that her knee was going forward more and that knee was hurting. And that's kind of goes in line with what we were saying with Franny about get your tail back, make the hinge happen. The other reason that could hurt the knee, and it doesn't have to go forward, is when we hunch over. Now we're using gravity to bias the knee. So keeping the spine long and really sitting back as far as we can be helpful. Okay, let's hit the mat, shall we? So, don't need a hand weight on the mat unless you want to use it. You're always welcome to. Put down something light. I hate to do this because the sun is so beautiful. Let's see if that's any better. Is that better? I don't know. Okay, so rolling down. So rolling down, right? If we're talking about heels and space here, that means we've got to lift the spine up. Keep the space in the front of your hip for as long as you can. So as you're rolling through this point, are you still lifted up through here? How long can you keep lifting up before you are forced to hinge? So when I do this drill, I will keep my hand here on my belly so that I can feel the crease in my leg and notice how far I am being able to bend without putting any compression here. That is my goal. Yes. Yeah. And I've got all this nice feedback to tell me when things are compressing. So, I know some of you skinny people will have to just poke your fingers at your bones. Yes. That's it. Good. I can see a couple of you taking your time, really feeling that difference. Why is that important? It helps us really build that awareness between the difference between our spine and our hip, right? And our leg. So that we're ending up not using the back for something that the hips should be doing and vice versa. Good. And when you do get to the mat and walk out, then you can do your scapular isolations just 3 times so you find your neutral in your shoulder blades, and then you can go into 6 push-ups. You lucky devils. Yeah. Anyone notice that when they make that pelvis stay still, their abdominals just worked harder? Yes? Good. Remember, your push-ups can be in a full plank. They can be on your knees, and they can also be that halfway place where one knee is down and the other leg is straight. And that's a nice middle ground to help build your strength and build your form. Like, I can do a full push-up, but I don't feel like I've got the right depth for it. So this way, I can start building that depth. You can, when you come up, lift the bottom knee. I'll see if I can show you. So here, up, lift the knee off the ground, lower it back down. Yeah. Yeah. Good. And then Franny, you're doing a little different version, and that's okay. We're going to finesse it. So Franny's doing a perfect push-up prep position with her shoulders over her hand and her back in quadruped. She's got one leg out to load it more. When she goes down, she's going to pull her elbows toward her waist, and that leg should come up in equal amounts. So now she's hinging from her hip and using that leg as a counter lever to her spine. Yeah, there you go. And then you can feel the difference through the tricep and the shoulder. I hope. Good. Good. You only need to do 6-ish because hopefully we'll have time for more at the end. Da-da-da. So, good. Let's have a seat. We'll just give ourselves a half roll back. Now, what if you push your heels away from you here? They're on the floor, my toes are pointing, but I'm trying to get the heels down the back of me, pulling away toward the ball of my foot. And then bring them back up. Nice, Margie. Yes. Run with that. Good. Again, heels reaching under and toward the ball of my foot. You too, work it. Shh. Good. Good. That's it. Nice, Deshelle. Very nice. Good. Point those toes, Kay. Big toes point away. Not at you, away from you. Toward me. Point your toes. Will they point? There you go. Good. That's about all I can see of you. I can't see your legs. I can't see anything past your face, pretty much. So that's what I get to talk about. Good. All right. Staying back here. We're just gonna pause. Take another breath and exhale. Lengthen your way down. Feet pull away. You open up that space. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Good. Nice. Okay. Anchor your left leg. Reach that heel. Inhale and exhale. Just lift yourself into bow. Lifting your right leg, hovering it off the floor. Stay there. Pull both of your feet away from you. One on the ground, one in the air. See if you can get that dropping in of your abdominals, that opening through the front of your hip. Another breath and come back down. Other side, anchor the right leg, pull it away from you as you lift the left leg. Staying lifted, it's also going to pull away. Good. That's it. And then back down. Inhale and exhale up. Anchor and lengthen. Very active through your legs. Good. Now check your spine. We're not hunkering here. We're trying to pull our spine the other way. Good? Yes, good. I love it. And inhale and exhale up. We need to bottle Margie's big smile somehow. She's got the best attitude. I can tell when you're catching yourself in your form because you laugh at yourself. It's perfect. It's wonderful. That's the kind of attitude we should have, right? An attitude of play and exploration. All right. So take ourselves. We're going to leg slide both legs in as we come into bow. So drag those heels towards you. Come up into your bow. Extend all the way back out. Ribs stay down. Do not pop the ribs. Good. Exhale again. Up. Good. Pressing back out. Keep your ribs down. Again, pulling your spine out of those hips. Good. One more time. Up. Good. All right. And then we're going to make our way all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Pull it in. Feel free to grab onto those legs if you'd like. Keep pulling your heels towards your sits bones. Good. And now you are in a flexed position and you're ready to rock and roll like a ball. So you guys roll. I don't know if I can. Holding on to shins, back of thigh, or heels. Eyes towards your pubic bone. Yeah. Inhale as you, inhale back, exhale up. Whew. Okay. I think that's all. You keep going. I'm going to do the spine minder version. Actually, I'll do the dead bug version. I can do that. Yeah, you keep rolling. Keep rolling. That's it. Nice. I see Chinda's got her ball. Franny, what do you have? So take your ball and put it so that it's on your knee and your forehead. Oh, I see. Okay. So is our oblique. That's, huh. Good. All right, then we're going to gently rock our way back. Whoop, into the one leg stretch. So if you have a ball and you want to keep it for this section, because several of you grabbed yours, you certainly can. We're going one leg stretch. So first we're just going to pull the leg in, right? And again, we're looking for length as much as we can on the side that's stretching out. See if you can get that hip to open and pull your spine along the mat in the opposite direction. Then we're going to add in rotation. So adding in your rotation, if you have a ball, take it, I've got it in my right hand, pushing it against my left thigh or calf. If you're experiencing a knee issue, stick to the thigh. And then rotate to the side, pushing, and then lengthen your spine from there. So I want you to slow it down if you're using that ball. Push, lengthen in both directions. Good. Lengthen. So we're starting to wake up your adductor. Now if you don't have a ball, you can still do that with your hand. Why not? No one says you can't push on your own thigh, right? So now I'm just taking my hand on the inside. The only advantage of the ball is that it's not stable. So your body will register that it moves in your brain. Just a little tiny bit of balance gets thrown in. Yeah, good. Other way, Margie, push it to the inside. So you take that right. Yes. No, there you go. Now push it. That's it. How does that feel? Good. Okay, good. Good. All right. And then come on down. Double leg stretch. We're going to start in a frog position. So heels are together. Knees are just over your hip bones or shoulder width apart, yeah? Not way out here and not closed tight. Arms, inhale, up, and then we're gonna exhale. Squeeze the back of those legs together. Now pull your heels toward the soles of your feet. Good, bring them back in. You're back in your frog. Inhale, exhale, reach. Heels pulled toward the soles of your feet. Good, back in. Good. Stretch, heels pull from the underside to the soles of your feet. Come on, don't rush that moment. I want to see everybody taking that extra little end of your exhale to get that length. Good. That's it. Come on, one more. Hold it, stretch it out, stretch it out. Shh. Good. And back in. Nice. Feet come down. Legs come out to the corners of your mat. Flex your feet. It should feel good. So nice dorsiflexion. And then inhale and exhale, roll up to sitting. Can you, just like you did with your roll down, here you're in the laying down position, but imagine this was a wall instead. You can picture your roll down peeling away from the wall, right? That's all your roll up is your roll down laying on the ground. So how long can you keep your legs reaching away from you, keeping this space as open as you can as you work against gravity here? Yeah, when you think about it, yes, Deshelle. Woot! Okay, I think Deshelle does that better than me. Can you do that again, Deshelle? You should, remember you guys, remember you, me? This is Deshelle showing us all how it's done. Look, watch how beautiful. On my screen, she's in the bottom left. I don't know where she is on yours. She has the playpen in the background, but see the big scoop and length that she maintains? She doesn't collapse down. She has a beautiful long curve as she comes up. Fantastic. Thank you for being our model. Awesome. I love it when you guys master something so beautifully. Fantastic. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into rocker with open legs. So we rock back, point the toes, lift one leg up, lift the other leg up. Okay, and you guys are going to rock back, I'm afraid to. You're going to inhale back, no, pardon me, exhale back, inhale on the way up, and when you come up, you're going to lift up out of your sits bones. So this is, again, thinking today, it's all about finding the length between your spine and your hip socket. Yeah? It's ruckus! Ruckus is Franny's little dog. Just walk through the room. We never get to see Ruckus. Shh. That's it. Yep. So get up. Find that moment of neutral at the top, right? That's why we inhale up. Then you round back as you exhale. Inhale, come up tall. Shh. That's it. Good. Good. Shh. Reach, stretch those legs out for me, Kate. Stretch. Yes, beautiful. Good. Oh, even more. That's fantastic. Good. Good. We got one more. Okay, ready for a little corkscrew? Yes. So, corkscrew. Let's start simple and we can build. I'll show you your final product. Your final product is tipping your hips to one side, rocking through your pelvis and your legs all the way to the other side. Now I'm on one side of my body, pressing through those arms, coming up overhead, coming down that same side, rocking through the bottom, all the way up to the other side. Okay? So your body is moving like a boat, rocking from side to side. Okay? So that's the full meal deal. If you're already there, go ahead. So the ways we can build it are keeping your pelvis still and making a circle and then circling the other way. If you're a spine mover, you can definitely tilt that hip, make a bigger circle, tilt to the other side, and again reverse. Hip is tilting, yeah? And then you can start adding a little lift at the top. So when you round around, push into those hands, see if you can get a little lift off the ground. Same thing, other side. And then you can take it all the way up. Yeah. And remember, up and down, you're moving on one side of you. Yes, really good in that direction, Margie. Really good. See if you can get that far over on your left side. Go left side, go left side. Stay over there, stay over there. That's it. Good. Hey, I think that was good, Kay. Again, I can only see part of you, but from the angle of the legs, it looks like you got way up. Good. Good. All right. Then you can let your legs come down. Sorry. We're going to let those legs drop to the ground. Again, find the opening. Push the heels to the soles of your feet. Lengthen your spine and the back of your ribs up your mat and roll yourself up. Again, can you keep this open? Make yourself bend here. See how long this will stay open. Yes. Gosh. Good. Good. All right. Little saw. Little saw. Arms to the outside. Push those heels down. Feet are dorsiflexed. Inhale and exhale. All the way up. And exhale. Good. That's it. Are you pushing your sits bones down right here as you transfer to the other side? Okay, good. I see one nod. Yes, I am. Okay, fantastic. Because that's going to keep you from settling in, right? I'm going to show you a side version. Here's me lifting up and pressing the sits bones down. Here's me not. You can see the difference. Look how much I grow just from actively engaging the sits bones. So, yep, see that versus that. Good. Yeah. Good. Nice length gain. Good. And last. Well, you're busy moving around, and you're also moving in and out of the fog. You've got. All right. There we go. Okay, now, so you go in and out of the fog, so I'm kind of guessing, kind of like with Kay, I can see only parts of her at a time. We're Oh. You guys come flip around. Did you see I'm on my belly? Can you start with your weight chinda on your right sits bone before you rotate? And the rest of us, we're doing little swan. Because it looks like you're actually shifting to your left in order to rotate to the right. So let yourself reach. Are you? Your torso doesn't look like it. Maybe your torso needs to come to the right. Ruckus! Ruckus! Okay, good. So we're doing baby swans. Baby swans, little swans. You see me lifting up and down? No. Are you watching you? That's good. Ready? What? Then we're going to press into those hands and come all the way up. Are you retiring from OB? Oh, wow. So you're not retiring from practice, just from that piece of it. Oh, wow. Yeah. So you might have noticed that now I'm pressing in higher. When you do, you guys tuck the elbows in, because I see a couple of you with your elbows winging way out here. Pull those guys in. There we go. Good. And one more time. Good. Okay, we're going to do slow motion swan dive. So what that means is we pull those elbows in, keep the chest up, and lift the legs as the chest comes toward the ground but not resting on it, right? Chest is still up. Then we try to keep those legs off the ground as long as we can as we press ourselves back up. Yes, there's a point where you might get your knees pushed back down. That's okay. Then as you come back down, pull your legs up. Pull them up, pull them up, pull them up. Good. And press. Good. Hi. Hi. You just love the dog moment. Okay. Good. And let's do two more. Think about that length in the front of your hip socket. If you're seeking that length there, your legs will have to lift a little bit more from the backside. Good. Good. All right. Go ahead and tuck those toes under so that you can lift yourself up onto your knees. Give yourself a nice cat moment. And release. Good. Good. All right. And then we're going to come into side leg. And you have so many options. You can lay out flat for your side kicks. You can be here, right? You can be up here. You can be in kneeling side leg. So whichever you would like to do, you are welcome to do. Yeah? Everyone find a place they want to be? All right. So if you are on either your elbow or your hand here, I want you to lift up out of your armpit. All this time we've been thinking about space here. Now I really need you to keep the space here. You're super light on that hand. We're going to lift up and lower down. It can be toward the front of the mat. Just a little, yeah, just a little. Good. Good. And my friends who are lower, this is easier for you to flex like this, right? So if you're here, I want you to really lift up out of your armpit at the same time you're lifting your leg up, right? If you lift this, it's going to make it harder for you to do this. Yeah, and that's exactly the point, because I don't want your back to lift your leg. I want your leg muscles to lift your leg. Yeah? Good. So Deshelle is doing a fourth version. And she gets a gold star because instead of being up on her knee here or down here, she's in the middle. She's lifted her bottom hip up. So she's in a side plank doing it. Go, girl. I know you started it, now you have to keep going that way. So we're going to kick that leg front and back. That's it. Point to the front and back. And again, everybody think of lifting your side up. Good. That's it. Come on, jump. Keeping that leg high. Good. Not let it dip. Good. Last two. And last one. Good. That leg comes down. If you're up high, gently lower yourself all the way down. We're going to take your top leg and just rest it behind the bottom leg, but right up against it, so that you feel your hip get pushed slightly forward. All right, then we lift that bottom leg up and down. Up. Good. Yes. Same side. Yep, working. We just laid ourselves down. Those of us who are up, joining our sisters on the mat. Good. Now reach through your heel again. Reach it toward the ball of your foot. Ooh, it's going to make my calf cramp. Good. Last two. Now you're not done here. You're going to set that leg down. Now take this leg, put it in front. That's going to bias us toward the back adductors. And we're going to lift again. You're welcome to hold on to that foot if you'd like. I'm always looking for more. More mobility in my hip. Push your leg slightly back. Can you push it slightly back? That's it. Hi-ya. Go, go, go. Breathe with it. Two more. Oi! And last one. Good. Awesome. You can rest that. We are going to roll onto our backs. Easy peasy. Good. And then we get to have just two nice rolling hip bridges, rolling through the back on the way up, and rolling back down. Good. Feel good? Yeah, because you've just been stabilizing a whole bunch. Okay, so when you're ready, maybe you'll sneak in one more roll. I would not fault you. Then we're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to spin around so I can still see you. And again, your options are, you can lay down flat, you can come up on your elbow, you can do Deshell's side plank. I know, because now you have to. You did it on the other side. Or you can come up into that kneel. Yes. All right, so here we go. Lifting up and down. And up and down. Good. And then chin down on this one. Can you take your right hip and just lift it and tuck it slightly under you, the bottom hip? Good. And Kay, can you rock your top hip forward? There you go. Good. And then Franny, lift up out of your armpit on this side. There we go. And that can go for all of us, right? We think about that lift. And then especially also Margie. So every time you lift that top leg, you're going to lift your armpit up. You're going to lift it. Lift. That's it. Good. And the leg is going to feel heavier, but you're going to start building strength where you want it. Good. One more lift. Beautiful. Nice job. I see you guys working on all those points. Good. Then you're going to take that leg forward and back. That's it. And forward and back. Uh-oh. Sorry, I just heard Mark was still awake. He needs to be asleep by now. That's it. Good. Good, come on, keep your lift, gang. You have 2 more, keep that lift. That's it, good. Yes, I see you, good, Kay. Nice, Michelle, you guys are great. Fantastic, good. And then if you're up, go ahead and let yourself lower down all the way. Good. Straighten out that bottom leg. Take your top foot and push it right up against that back leg. So it's not back here because I don't want you splayed out. That's it, good, all right. And then we're just gonna lift and lower that bottom leg. Chinda, can you take your right shoulder and put it underneath you more so that here Chinda's not saying a really good, making a good observation. Her right neck is tired, that's the side that's down. If the shoulder is forward, it's gonna get you into the side of your neck. If you can pull the shoulder back, then the neck is freer if you give it like a little pillow for support. I hope that helps. And that goes for all of us if we're feeling weird neck tension. Good. Good. All right, and then just take that top foot, put it right in front, and then lift again. The leg might, for some of us, get suddenly heavier. For some of us, it might get suddenly easier. Just depends where you are stronger. If you pull on that leg, you'll get more hip stretch on the top leg, and it will make it harder to lift the bottom leg, and that's okay. Good. As you lift, can you push it slightly back? That's it. Keep that bottom leg straight. Keep it straight. Move from the thigh, not the knee and the foot. Good. That's it. Last 2. And last 1. Nice. Oof. My adductors, holy moly. I know. Gah. So from here, we get to roll onto our backs. Good. And then go into a teaser. What? I know. That's what comes next in the classical order, the archival order. So before we actually teaser up, we're just going to take a quick little bow, stretch your back, and come back down. So why a teaser there? Again, because you've been stabilizing. So Joseph Pilates figures, well, you're going to need to work the opposite muscles that you just worked. So you're going to need to bend, and you were just working the outsides of your hips, so now you're going to have the front of your legs on again as you extend them and roll your way up into your teaser. Yeah, I know. He just happens to pick a tough move to do it. Yeah, and when you're ready, do it again. That's it. You're welcome to climb those legs. Good. And 1 more. Good. All right. And then we'll bring those legs down. Taking the hands behind us, we're going to do leg pull back, which just means a plank with support from the back side, working the back side. So you are welcome to be on forearms, right? You do not have to be on hands. And you can put your hands or forearms up on a bench or a table. So starting up tall, can you lift yourself out of your sits bones? Sits bones push down, spines lift up, then reach the hands to the ground. That requires you to turn on your mid back rather than lean back, right? I want you to really get yourself tall, yeah? Then push through the fingers, lift through the hips, and keep your eyes forward. Can you pull your elbows toward each other? Keep pushing your legs down, those feet down. Take a breath, exhale, scoop your belly in, pull your abs back, but keep your arms strong. Keep them strong. See if you can end up back by your fingertips again. Yeah, good. Okay, so that's your leg pull back. Oh, the pull part, sorry, forgot the extra pull part, is your leg pulling into space, right? So it can be full leg. It can be a tabletop. It could be a tabletop to an extended leg, right? That's okay too. All those things are fine. Yep. Those of you on your forearms, will be challenging yourself even more just because the load is heavier from your forearms. Aren't you proud of how strong you are? Good. Yeah. Good. I love it. Good. And then you can come in for a little rest. Nice. Come back onto your elbows. Hip twist. So fingertip, you can do it. You went out it. You can do it. You're going to tip your hips to the side. Rock down. So very much like corkscrew. Shh. But we're keeping that space again through the collarbones. Right? So I'm going to do one wrong on purpose. I'm going with it. I'm hunching in. I'm getting lower. See how I'm like all sunk into my shoulders? My middle is down. Here I'm lifted up. Elbows pushing down and toward each other. Yes, nice, Chinda. Look at that openness. Good. Beautiful. Nice job, gang. Good. It's rolling. It's hip twist. Hip twist. So we would get to roll. Yeah? Good. All right. So then let's try one with straight legs. We're going to go to the side. Down. Pull those abs up. You went out it. You can come in it. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. That's a good boy. You did it. Why was that so scary? Good. How's that? All right. Then we're going to lower those legs down. Roll onto our bellies for some swimming. Oh, let's see. I want to see you swim. All right. So swimming. Opposite arm, opposite leg, right? This is familiar. Every time you lift that leg, can you open the space in the front of your hip? Can you let the spine pull towards your lifting thumb in the opposite direction? So you can think about the things that anchor you, right? The energetic places. One is opening the front of the hip. The other is heel pulling toward the ball of the foot, pulling the whole leg with it. Yeah? Good. Breathe. Shh. That's it. Long shh. Good. And one more on each side. Shh. Nice. Then we're just going to let the forehead rest down just for a moment. We're going to wake up the lower trapezius. Arms open into a Y shape, and then just lift one arm. Set it down. And the other one. I want you to see if you can find that right shoulder blade. Feel it travel around the mid-back. What I don't want you to feel is the upper part of the shoulder blade pinching your neck. This Y shape specifically should help you get a little lower in that mid-back. Yeah? Can you find it? Good. Yeah, there you go, Margie. I saw you open up a little wider. Good. Yes, lovely. If you were felt inclined and you had light hand weights, you could do this with light, very light hand weights. All right. Nice. Go ahead and bring your hands underneath you. Good. Come up onto all fours. And then we're going to come up to a stand. So from your plank, press back. Good. And walk those hands in. Linger there. Let the back of your legs have a nice little stretch, because if you were active this whole time, they might feel worked, right? The more you open the front, the more you're isometrically engaging the back as well. Good. Yeah, and then once you're up, find your space. Engage the heel. So I'm in parallel, but I'm working as if I was here, right? So here I'm wrapping the back, letting that lift up, and then pressing the heels down and toward the ball of my foot. Feeling myself lift the spine. You do too. Good. So I'm not just standing, we're good, I'm done. No, we're here. I know, right? We're still working, friends. Good. All right. And then we're going to take those arms out, spine twist. And I want you to keep the space in your hips. So go slow enough that you can feel yourself trying to keep that space as long as you rotate. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Reach through your heels. Good. Feel how that's different. Notice that if you're reaching through the heels and holding that space, it's much harder to use your hips and knees to do the twist. You have to lift and use your torso. So Chinda, imagine a block between your heels. That's it. Yes, good. Yes, Kay, that's better too. Yes, awesome, good. And last one each way. Keeping that space. Good, and keeping that activity. Good. Ah, nice. Give yourself a hug. Ooh, you earned it. Pull your abs back. Stretch that. Good, open wide. Good, and other side. Pull those abs back. Good, and open wide. Good, and then side bend, reach across to that opposite hip, just so you have a anchor. Good, then open toward the ceiling. Now, put space here. Drive your heels down. Good, and then let that arm come behind you and lead you upward. Good, both arms come back up. Side bend the other way. Reach across. Good. Reach through those feet. Open up. There you go. Good. That's it. Good. Keep those feet going. Keep the space going as you bring that arm down. Good. All right. Arms come forward. Big inhale. Exhale. Open. And let them drop down. One more time. Inhale and open. Good. Last time. Last time. Good, and rest, but stay long. Rest long, how's that? Okay, that's your homework till Friday. Yes, keep the spaces. You're welcome, thank you, thank you. Oh, good, yay, good, I'm glad. Nice to have you guys on this Wednesday. Very nice, thank you, yes. Chinda, congratulations on your, oh, go ahead. Right, yeah, I get that. It gets harder to recover. Yeah, not good, not good. Well,